28 years of age. I'm getting fight checks and promoter checks.
No matter where you come from, you should always be striving to take steps to be better than the day you were before. No matter if you did something awful or you did something great, you should constantly be trying to improve on yourself each and every day, whether that's physical, spiritually, emotionally, it doesn't matter. You want to wake up the next day and think, I did something to better myself in any way possible. And if you keep doing that day after day, eventually you'll make leaps and bounds, big, huge steps closer to achieving your wildest dreams just because you've been improving and getting better at anything you possibly can. And you need to have that competitive mentality of just constantly striving to be the best that there ever was. You want to have so much knowledge and understanding of every facet of your life.
How he handled that loss and how where he's gone in his life, a lot of admiration for the man.
That if anybody tries to compete with you, you will just instantly squash them and take the victory because you are just overpowering with all sorts of knowledge and information and physique and whatever you want. You just want to be able to dominate. If anybody tries to say they're better than you, you should be able to show them up in any which way and just say false. I'm better than you, and give a list of things that you've done and the ways that you've done them with just the utmost confidence, and let them know you've worked harder than they have, you've done more than they have, you've learned more than they have, and you're just been on the grind for so long that nobody can ever touch you.
The real stress and the real fights come from the mortgage, come from the stress of home. In reality, it doesn't matter what happened there. I was in the wrong. That man deserved to enjoy his time in the pub without having it to end the way it did. And although 5 months ago it was, and I tried to make amends, and I made amends back then, it's still, the fans don't even, that does not even matter. I was in the wrong. I must come here before you and take accountability and take responsibility. And I owe it to the people that have been supporting me. I owe it to my mother, my father, my family. I owe it to the people who trained me in martial arts. That's not who I am. That's not the reason why I got into martial arts or studying combat sport. The reason I got into it was to defend against that type of scenario. So to see that, although months ago, when I have been making steps and continually making steps to do better and be better, to see it, it's like a dagger into my heart as a young martial artist. So I'm just here to own up to that and move on. And what happened was a little hazy for me also, and it was many months ago, like I said, and I have been making amends to make it not happen again, and to be better, to be a better father, to be a better human, to be a better role model to these kids. I know a lot of kids are looking up to me, and sometimes it does be...
I want to focus on the positive. There's so much negative around, you know. I would have loved to compete. I am a competitor at heart, you know. I thrive under competition. It's when I do all of my best work when I am in competition, you know, from my regular living, you know, carrying myself healthily, and, you know, my business aspirations and just everything, you know, firing on all cylinders when I am in competition. So, you know, it was a little upsetting at times having to sit out. It is what it is. I'm very happy with how my competition went. There's a lot of options. You know, we're not looking past Dustin, we're not looking past anyone, you know, but we are certainly looking through him, and that's where I will go with my punching. You know, we'll see what happens after. We're ready for this year in a big way. Grown man talk, this is, Oscar. We're grown men now, you know, so it's certainly I'm enjoying it. I'm certainly very happy. I'm very, you know, when I see what Dustin has been doing with his charity and his wife and himself, and, you know, the Good Fight Foundation, I'm very excited to be able to help with that.
You know, continue to build my engine, continue to delve deeper into the nutrition aspect of things, and, you know, just become a better all-round person, you know. So that was it. And, you know, I'm back now. This weekend we get to perform. I'm very excited about that. I know Dustin, you know, although I got him out of there quick this time, and I do think I will get him out of there. I do foresee folding early also, but he is tough. You know, it is up in weight. There is questions, and I'm excited to see how it goes. You know, maybe this time I will get more time inside the octagon. I was after, you know, the tradition with Lorenzo. You know, I have a lot of love and respect for Lorenzo and Dana, you know, my two mentors in this business, and you know, I wanted to meet, carry on our tradition, and also discuss what's next, what's the next move, you know. And at that meeting, we just couldn't. There was no answer. There wasn't a next really, and I was like, well, look, I just wanted competition. There was nothing really there. There was not, you know. To be honest, it was probably because I wasn't committing to 155 at that stage. You know, it took me now that I've committed to 155, you know, gone through the work of getting my frame down, I feel it really opened up all my options. I'm just focused. I'm just committed. You know, when you say to yourself, right, you know what you've got to do, right? We all know what we've got to do. We say to ourselves, I should do it this way, or I should do this. And when you don't do that, and then you carry on, you feel, you know, like I always say, doubt is removed by action. So if you're not working, then that's where the doubt seeps in. So I knew things I should have been doing and things I shouldn't have been doing, and I still did them and didn't do them, if you get me. But now I'm listening to myself, and I followed my internal instruction, and it's just given me more passion and more focus and more drive, and I'm doing what I feel I need to do, and it feels good. I feel like I want to say back to who I was, but I'm even better than who I was. You know, everyone says that, but I feel I'm better than that now. I feel I'm mature. I've come full circle. I've experienced everything in this business, right? I mean, I was almost assuming that it should be understood, you know, and now we're just in sync. Like just constant conversations about techniques, about skills, about practices.